Imagine the chilling sensation of being trapped in a confined space with the unknown horrors lurking below. Let's introduce our couple. They are returning from a late-night party, their laughter echoing in the empty corridor of a high-rise building. Their joy is abruptly cut short when the elevator, their only way home, grinds to a halt. Their initial surprise quickly turns into mild annoyance. After all, who hasn't experienced a hiccup in a modern convenience? But as the minutes tick by, their smiles fade. The silence of the building is deafening and the initial annoyance curdles into unease. Their chuckles of disbelief turn into hushed whispers. The walls of the elevator, once a benign transportation device, now feel like they're closing in. But as the elevator begins to descend, they are unaware that this is just the beginning of their nightmare. As the elevator descends, the couple's unease morphs into terror. A chilling dread seizes them as they realize they are trapped in a macabre descent into the unknown. The once mundane hum of the elevator is now a sinister drone, each floor it passes echoing with an ominous ding that reverberates in the chilling silence. Their journey is punctuated by a symphony of horrors. Each floor they pass houses a terrifying orchestra of sounds, from the distant guttural growls that seem to echo from the bowels of the earth to the high-pitched frantic screams that seem to come from nowhere and everywhere all at once. The discordant melody of the unknown strikes terror into their hearts, the fear of the unseen magnifying the horror tenfold. The elevator continues its relentless descent, the digital display above the door ticking down the floors with an eerie certainty. Each ding is a chilling announcement of another level of terror, another unseen nightmare unfolding beyond the steel confines of the elevator. Their imaginations run wild with each passing floor. Are those the sounds of some beast lurking in the shadows, its monstrous jaws gnashing in anticipation? Or perhaps the wailing of lost souls, trapped in an eternal torment just beyond their sight? The mind is their worst enemy in this darkened descent, each guess more horrifying than the last. Every so often, an unsettling silence would fall, only to be shattered by another ding, another floor, another unseen horror. The silence is almost worse than the noises, the anticipation a pressure cooker of fear, their breaths held hostage by the impending terror. The couple clings to each other, their shared fear a cold comfort in the face of the unseen. Their minds are a whirlwind of terror, every sound, every silence, every descent into another floor a nightmare in its own right. They are prisoners of their own imaginations, the unseen horrors far more terrifying than any reality. What they can't see, they can only imagine, and the mind can conjure up horrors far worse than reality. With each passing floor, the unseen horrors grow, the tension escalates. The couple, trapped in the claustrophobic confines of the elevator, is held captive by a relentless descent into the unknown. The sheer terror of the situation renders them silent, their breaths coming in shallow gasps as they brace themselves for what the next floor might reveal. As the elevator continues its downward journey, they clutch each other's hands, their fingers intertwined in a desperate bid for comfort. Their hearts pound in their chests, echoing the relentless ticking of the seconds on the elevator's digital clock. The fear is palpable, a tangible entity that fills the small space, pressing against them until they can barely breathe. The disbelief is etched clearly on their faces. This isn't happening, their wide eyes seem to say. This can't be happening. But with each jarring halt of the elevator, with each new level of horror unveiled, the grim reality sets in. This is no ordinary elevator ride, this is a nightmare from which they cannot wake. Desperation creeps in, twisting their features into masks of despair. They pound on the elevator doors, their cries for help swallowed by the steel walls. They frantically jab at the buttons, hoping against hope that they can somehow stop the elevator's relentless descent. But the elevator, it seems, is indifferent to their plight. The silence between them is broken only by the soft whimpers of fear and the occasional whispered prayer. They are two people caught in a chilling tableau of terror, their world reduced to the tiny, dimly lit space of the elevator. As the elevator plunges deeper and deeper into the bowels of the high-rise, they find themselves confronted with a horrifying reality. They are not alone in their terror. The unseen horrors are not just in their minds, they are real, and they are waiting. The couple clings onto each other, their only source of comfort amidst the relentless horrors. The elevator continues its descent, each floor bringing them closer to an unknown fate. The only certainty is the growing dread, the escalating terror that awaits them with each passing floor. As the elevator reaches the final floor, the couple braces themselves for the ultimate horror. The air grows heavier, the tension thicker than a blanket of fog. As the elevator grinds lower, their hearts beat in tandem, the rhythmic thumping echoing in their ears, a morbid metronome counting down the seconds to their unknown fate. Each floor they had previously descended held a scene more grotesque than the last. The anticipation of what awaits on the final floor is a stone in their stomachs, a weight pulling them down into the pit of fear. Every tick of the elevator's display, every creak of its descending cable, increases their dread, amplifies their anxiety. The woman clutches the man's hand, her knuckles white against his skin. He swallows hard, his throat dry as a desert, his pulse pounding like a drum against his temples. They've been through a nightmarish journey, their senses assaulted by scenes that would make the bravest of hearts quiver. The elevator jolts to a stop, the sudden stillness jarring. The silence that follows is deafening, the calm before the storm. There's a sense of finality in the air, a crescendo of fear that's reached its peak. They stand, holding their breath, their bodies rigid with trepidation. The man squeezes the woman's hand, a silent promise of solidarity. They've faced the horrors together, their bond tested and solidified under the weight of their shared terror. He pulls her closer, their bodies pressed together as if they could merge into one, as if they could somehow lessen the fear that way. And then, the elevator doors begin to creak open. The sound is a chilling symphony, a final note in their macabre melody. Their hearts pound in their chests, their breath catches in their throats. Every nerve ending is on fire, every sense heightened to an unbearable degree. And as the elevator doors open, they come face to face with the unimaginable. Surviving the night was just the first hurdle. Living with the memories is another challenge altogether. As the dawn broke, our couple emerged from the treacherous elevator, their faces etched with a tale of a night that had been anything but ordinary. The physical ordeal was over, yes, but the psychological scars? Those were just beginning to form. They had seen things that would make the bravest soul shudder. Each floor had been a descent into a nightmare, a gruesome tableau of horror that played out right before their eyes. It was a journey through the macabre, a chilling ride that took them deeper into the heart of darkness, floor by floor, scene by scene. In the aftermath of that horrifying night, the couple found themselves grappling with a new reality. They were survivors, yes, but they were also victims. Victims of a night that had scarred their souls, victims of an experience that had fundamentally changed them. The echoes of the horrors they had witnessed in the elevator reverberated in their minds, a constant reminder of the ordeal they had survived. Sleep eluded them, as their dreams were invaded by the gruesome scenes they had witnessed. Every creak of the house, every flicker of the light sent a shiver down their spines, a cruel reminder of the night they had just survived. The high-rise building, once a symbol of their dreams, had now become a towering monument of their worst nightmare. Every glance at it was a trip down the memory lane of horror, each floor a haunting reminder of the terror they had witnessed. Professional help was sought, therapy sessions were attended, but how does one erase memories etched so deep? How does one unsee the horrors that one has witnessed? The couple had survived the night, they had escaped the clutches of the elevator, but they were still trapped in the memories of a night that had been anything but ordinary, a night that had turned their world upside down. They may have escaped the elevator, but they can never escape the memories of that horrific descent. In the darkest corners of our world lie tales that chill us to the bone. Our couple, once ordinary and unassuming, have endured an ordeal that would make even the bravest shudder. Stranded in a nondescript elevator, they were the unwilling audience to a macabre descent into terror. Floor by floor, they witnessed scenes of such gruesomeness that the mere memory sends a jolt of fear down their spines. Haunted by the chilling images of that fateful night, they now live in the lingering shadow of fear, forever scarred by their encounter with the unknown. The elevator, once a mundane part of their everyday life, now serves as a monstrous symbol of their horrific experience. Their lives, once filled with the humdrum of the everyday, are now a chilling tale of horror and survival. The couple's chilling tale serves as a stark reminder that horror can lurk in the most unexpected places, even in an ordinary elevator in a high-rise building. Though the couple has escaped the physical confines of the elevator, they remain imprisoned within the walls of their haunting memories. Each night, they are plagued by vivid nightmares, reliving their harrowing ordeal in the depths of their sleep. The once mundane elevator now takes a monstrous form in their dreams, its doors creaking open to reveal the unseen horrors they once witnessed. The memory is a cruel tormentor, playing and replaying the chilling scenes with a ghastly precision that makes their hearts pound and their breaths hitch. Their waking hours are no respite. Each ding of an elevator, each closed space, each flickering light, all serve as stark reminders of the horrors they had lived through. Struggling to reclaim their lives from the clutches of fear, they seek solace in each other. They attempt therapy, they try to speak about their experience, to face their fears head on. But the horrors they witnessed in the elevator, the unseen terrors on each floor, seemed too monstrous to be tamed by mere words. The elevator may be a thing of the past, but its haunting memories continue to torment them, a chilling reminder that the scars of the mind are often harder to heal than those of the body. The couple's tale of survival continues, a testament to their resilience and a chilling reminder of the unseen horrors that lurk in the most ordinary of places. In a twist of fate, the couple finds themselves standing once again before the same elevator, the very site of their harrowing ordeal. The metallic monster that haunted their dreams now stands before them, its doors opening with the same eerie creak that once sent shivers down their spines. As they step into the elevator, their hearts pound in their chests, each ding echoing the chilling memories of their descent into terror. The once familiar space now feels alien, each passing floor a stark reminder of the unseen horrors they once witnessed. But this is a story of resilience, of the indomitable human spirit that refuses to bow down to fear. With each passing floor, the couple confronts their fears, their hands tightly clasped in a silent pledge of solidarity. They take deep breaths, their eyes meeting in the mirrored walls of the elevator, determination shining through the fear. They are no longer the victims of the elevator, they are its conquerors, facing their fears with a courage that is as inspiring as it is humbling. The couple's return to the elevator is a testament to their resilience and their determination to move forward, to reclaim their lives from the clutches of the haunting memories. The elevator may have been the site of their horrors, but today, it becomes the stage of their triumph, a symbol of their journey from victims to survivors. As the elevator dings to their floor, they step out hand in hand, their faces reflecting not fear, but a newfound strength. Their story is a chilling reminder of the horrors that lurk in the most ordinary of places, but it is also a beacon of hope, a testament to the human capacity to overcome even the most unimaginable of terrors. As the couple steps out of the elevator, their hearts still pounding, they face an unexpected revelation. The horrors they had witnessed, the unseen terrors that lurked in the depths of the elevator shaft were not real. They were phantoms, specters of their own fears, shaped and given form by their terrified minds. Haunted not by the elevator but by their own fears, they realized the true nature of their ordeal. The real horror was not what they thought they saw in the elevator, but what they feared they might see. It was their collective fear that had transformed the mundane elevator into a metallic monster, the ordinary into the extraordinary, the familiar into the alien. Confronting their fears, they understand that the true horror lies within, in the depths of their minds, in the power of their imagination. The revelation brings a new perspective to their ordeal, a startling realization of the power of the mind. As they stand there, hand in hand, they understand that they were not victims of a haunted elevator, but victims of their own fears. The real journey was not the descent into the depths of the elevator, but the descent into the depths of their own minds, into the heart of their fears. And in confronting these fears, they find not horror, but strength, not terror, but courage. Their story is not just a chilling tale of an unanticipated descent, but a powerful testament to the human capacity to confront and overcome our deepest fears. It is a story of resilience, of courage, of the power of the human spirit to rise above the horrors that lurk within. Embracing the revelation, the couple embarks on a new journey, one of healing and recovery. No longer victims, they become survivors, determined to confront and overcome the fears that had once held them captive. The haunted elevator, once a symbol of their terror, transforms into a symbol of their resilience. Seeking help, they begin therapy, bravely facing their fears and traumas, unraveling the threads of their shared horror. Each session is a step forward, another floor descended in the elevator of their minds. The darkness recedes, replaced by a newfound understanding and acceptance. Their bond, tested and strained in the depths of the elevator shaft, deepens. They find strength in each other, their shared experience forging an unbreakable connection. The horrors they faced were not just phantoms of the mind, but catalysts for growth, for change, for rebirth. The couple emerges stronger, transformed. The haunted elevator is no longer a source of fear, but a testament to their courage, their resilience. Their horrific experience, which had once seemed like a descent into madness, becomes a climb towards healing, towards understanding. Their journey from horror to healing is a testament to the human spirit's resilience. From the depths of their fear they rise, not just surviving, but thriving. The haunted elevator, a chilling tale of an unanticipated descent, becomes a story of a remarkable ascent, a new beginning.